So I've been using this hydraulic top link for about a little over a year now, and it works great. My only complaint with it is it doesn't retract far enough. It actually extends further than you would ever need. Even with a box blade, if you're trying to smooth something with that back blade, it extends way too far to where the box blade is kind of sitting like that. Way more than you would ever need to extend anything. So I got this shorter one so that it will retract further in, so when I'm loading the trailer with an implement on the back, it doesn't drag the ground or drag the trailer depending on how you're loading it. So it'll retract 2 inches more, but it'll extend, fully extended, it'll be about, I think, 3.5, 4 inches shorter, which should still be plenty. Like I said, I've never used this thing extended more than halfway. So I'm gonna try this one, and I'm gonna take some measurements before and after to see how high I can get this landscape rake off the ground with this fully retracted and the 3-point hitch all the way up, and see how much of a difference 2 inches here makes back there. So maybe after I get this swapped out, I can prove to my wife that, you know, sometimes actually shorter is better. So what I recommend doing on these hydraulic top links is moving this check valve further this way, which even this one's pretty short, so there's not that much of a difference between this side and that side. But I like to put the check valve as far this way as I can, because it really wouldn't matter, but in the future, I've already got it on order. Eventually it'll come. I've already said it in like 3 or 4 videos, but eventually I'll get that hydraulic side link in. And this will put the hoses further out, because the hydraulic side link will be like right here, and I've got to have the check valve and hoses off of that one, so I just want the hoses as far this way as I can get them. So I just take these two loose, flip the whole thing around, and put it back. Alright, now I'm just going to swap the other hoses to this one. So before I tighten these, I already see there could be a potential problem here. Because this one's shorter than the other one, it moves these hoses this way further, which is fine right now, but when I get that hydraulic side link, I think you're probably gonna be too close, because there's gonna be a check valve on this one too. But I do have these 45s here, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loosen these, and these hoses are going like that, kind of turn them that way, and that way they'll come in this way to avoid the quick hitch. And then maybe I can point these back a little bit and then push those forward, and that way it'll hopefully route right there. That's the plan anyway. All right, well that's it. Let's check the clearances. extended. All right, and after the shorter top link, we are at about 27 1/4. So we gained, what was it, 22? So we gained 5 1/4 inches. So no interference up here, and we gained 5 1/4 inches back here. I am gonna take this off and put the tiller on and see when the tiller's all the way down. I would like this to be level or a little bit past level this way with a tiller and a box blade. That way you can use, you know, both sides of the box blade. Tiller doesn't really matter, but on a box blade, so you'll be able to use that rear blade. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll put the box blade on. I'm gonna put the box blade on and see how, when it's sitting on the ground, how far back we can go. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, so this is with the top link fully extended. I'm gonna drop it down a little bit till it hits the ground. All right. So it's resting on the back blade with it fully extended. So there's a little gap about as big as my finger. So it will do it, which is usually good enough. But if you want it, you know, sometimes it is handy to have it more like that so this front blade doesn't hit anything. So you won't be able to do that. But I think the pros outweigh the cons. So I like it. But I'll put a link in the description of both of them. This one and then my old one that was 2 inches longer. Like I said, the other one goes way too long. Like this one extends, I think, to 22 1/2 or 22 7/16, something like that. The other one extends to like 26 7/16, I think. So way out here. So by the time you extend that one all the way, the box blade is sitting like that. Like you would never use any attachment like that. So it extends way too far and it doesn't retract quite enough. I wish there was one in between, like or one that would retract this much but still have the same range as the other one. But obviously that's not possible because this has to be shorter. So it's just not possible to do it. But it would be nice if there was a middle ground somewhere, just a little bit more lift. But I think I like this one. One thing I'm kind of worried about is I'll probably be running this one, you know, probably 80 to 90% extended most of the time to get this close to level. It shouldn't be a problem because this is a pretty thick rod. So I don't think it'll bend it or anything, but it will be way more extended than the other one. The other one I never extended probably more than 30 to 40%, you know, during normal usage. So that's one thing to keep in mind. I'll let you know if something messes up on it, but I think it'll be okay. It's probably a 1 inch, maybe. I don't know. Looks like about like a 1 inch. Anyway, that's it.